Barely.
Yay. I'm like, Jim, you say you're bad at the technology. I barely know what the fuck I'm doing over here. Like I set up all day to have this new system with the intro song. And I mean, I could go back and re-record it, but why? I mean, it didn't work, so I'm not even going to mess with it. It's already pissed me off today. Ridiculous. Oh, my God. I had to fix this mic stand finally. It's got furniture screws in the top now. They don't make anything like they used to. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know it.
Fucking
My
bullshit.
stand is made out of cut up 2x4s.
Yeah, I like it. I might, you know, if I just start building my own, you know, out of the wood and stuff, I'll be fine. Like I built this table. You know, I put a fresh new coat of polyurethane on it today because we're going to be spilling Silk City hot sauce all over it with some of the guests we have coming. And we just got crazy shows planned. Oh, yeah. I like that.
There you go.
Now, that's a mic stand right there. That's what you –
That's how you make a mic stand.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I think I'm too close to my mic head. I'm afraid to touch it. It's just going to fall off. Oh, that's what that other wire is. I got a backup mic ready to go just in case this thing crashes. How was your day, Jim Stancil? How are you doing?
Oh, it was great. I went to work, and then I went on a kayak.
Kayak?
Yeah, great.
Did you count how many miles you kayaked?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I go out and about. I do a good amount. No big deal.
That's why you're so built, huh? Just from rowing?
What's that?
You built like from rowing all the time with your oars?
No, that's my only means of fitness these days.
I hear that, man. I got in a canoe one time, and I started in the Natchez River, and it leads into a lake called Lake Palestine. And it was me and I think it was my stepbrother. And we got out in the middle of this thing, and the sun went down, and we were like, fuck, we didn't know where to go. So we had to park the canoe like it's some back patio place and try to find our way to the highway. Well, come to find out, it was 1.5 miles to the highway that we had to carry this canoe, the both of us, and then, you know, figure out somebody to come pick us up. And the person we called normally has a truck, and they didn't ask any questions, but they brought the smallest car ever. So we're trying to strap this canoe down. Dude, it was an all-day thing. So I haven't been back out on the water since then as far as a canoe. You know what I mean? It's fucked.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. When it's all you have left, it's all you have left. So
yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna sell my motorcycle and get a sailboat and start podcasting from the sailboat.
That's the spirit.
Yeah,
I can skipper a sailboat. I can be a good skipper for you.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do all that kind of stuff, so I want to get back into it. But I think I might wait till I move to Florida.
You know? Yeah, my old man had a sailboat. I had a sailboat growing up.
Nice, dude. Maybe we'll just come up to. Maybe I'll say fuck Florida. I'll just go up to Connecticut, dude. We'll start sailing, dude. We'll just do a podcast.
Bridgeport is the new hottest comedy scene because everybody wants to get out of New York.
See, I thought Florida was going to be the next hot spot. That's why I was thinking about jetting off over there. Maybe I should change my tune a bit.
Bridgeport, Connecticut, stress factory.
All right.
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Everybody's headed now.
I like it. So thank you, Jim. That gives me more options because I was like, man, what if I really don't like Florida? You know, I mean, they stopped doing the cop shows, so I'm sure there's going to be more robberies and killings.
That's full of freaks.
Yeah, it is. Every time you hear a crazy
Florida,
story.
are you kidding me? It's not even like a joke anymore. It's just like a cesspool of humans, people, other people that couldn't make it up here. I'm going to smoke some marijuana.
Dude, go ahead, man. Light up.
Shout out Stu Kamens.
What up, Stu? So Mead was going to join us, and I guess he's a no-call, no-show. Is that what's happening?
I gotta say, it's a no-call, no-show.
Yeah. Because I texted the both of you this morning, and he said, "Yeah, I'll be good for it." And I was like, "All right." So I sent the link, and I was still setting everything up, and you told me that he wasn't going to be able to join. That's all right. He's probably got something major going on. He's probably got a girl wrapped up or something. You think?
I think yeah. Or I think he did a lot of drugs with Chuck, good old Chuck Mangione last night.
Oh, really?
Our old friend,
like
my
favorite.
Cocaine? No.
Oh,
different drugs, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but I don't want to tell any tales out of school.
Right. Yeah. I don't think I could do the show a day after doing drugs. So you're probably right. You know, I'm normally out of it. I'm like, I don't want to be around anything. Just want to be in a dark room.
Love a dark room.
Yeah. Most of the
Dark
time.
room.
Gotta have it.
I didn't want to go too dark.
What are you? It's funny because you're wearing a shirt that says "I'm gay" and you're talking about dark rooms. It's great.
I'm gay. I think the hardcore fans know this is. Kevin gave me this shirt at the stand after the. I think he gave it to me as a joke after the live broadcast.
Oh, I like it. I wish Kevin would give me a shirt like that.
I think they're available on his shout out Bruce. I think he made this shirt, put it on Kevin's website.
Bruce has been quiet lately. I haven't heard anything from him.
Poor Bruce.
I know, man. He's probably drinking a lot, hanging out with Brian McCarthy.
Me and Bruce could really touch the town if we ever got together.
That's awesome, man.
A couple single guys.
Yeah, a couple fellas. Yeah, I'm single now. I gotta start getting back out there.
Oh yeah. Well, that's right. We're all whatever.
Yeah, all of us just within a week, just done. You know what? That just reminded me of something. I haven't heard from Bob Levy. Where's he at?
It's funny you say that. I was thinking the same thing the other day.
Yeah, that just popped in my mind. I'm like, I haven't seen him on Twitter the past few days.
There was nothing in his tweets or replies from like 6 or 7 days when I looked.
Oh wow! So it's been that long, and I'm just now noticing.
But didn't he say? I don't know. Good old Bob Lee. I thought he was having some surgery or some shit.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was now. I thought he was having problems with a lady friend, out in Cali, and they were beefing. And I think I don't know. I'm not gonna say any rumors, but I did join. I joined Bob Levy's one of his shows, and it was really hard to understand what he was saying.
Gotcha.
So
copy. Say no more.
Right. So this is crazy. I hope the best for him. He's awesome. I've invited him back on the show. I invited him that night that the last show you guys did because he was also getting dumped. Like all of us were just getting dumped in the same week. And he got back to me 30 minutes after the show and was like, "Oh, okay, yeah. Well, what time?" I'm like, "Oh, it's already over." Chrissie. She's still connecting to the audio.
Hi.
How's it going? Welcome to the podcast. Are you in the bathtub?
I'm in the bathtub.
Insane.
Oh my God, the content.
The content. This is constant content constantly being released for you fellas, okay? Now I regret. I filmed something earlier about promoting. I told you the damn thing would fall. About promoting the show, and I never tweeted it, but now I wish I would have.
Should I be horizontal or vertical?
You should be vertical. I don't know how to. Do you change that or do I?
Oh, I changed that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, because then I gotta edit if anything happens.
Oh my God.
Get thrown off YouTube.
You put this behind a paywall, you'll make billions off of those Compound fans. I'll tell you that.
I'm not gonna do a paywall, but I think I'll launch a Patreon in August. I'm still gonna do the same amount of shows. I'm just gonna throw an extra one in there with some crazy shit. So whatever, because some of the guys have already asked me about that.
Chrissie, I'm doing drugs.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Smoking weed, getting high.
Wow.
Yeah. The devil's lettuce.
Stancil, you're I laughed so much at you on the Zoom the other day, the Never Have I Ever.
Yeah, that was so funny, man.
You were so funny too.
Oh yeah.
Man. I was just blown away because it's I always do these shows and I always make a guess with myself, okay, who's gonna be funny, who's gonna bomb, and it's it never ends up how I think,
Right.
There's always some people that just end up not talking at all. But you guys are so fucking funny. I love Ski Mask that you just challenged Lewis.
Yeah. It was fun.
Right off the bat. And then,
Well,
everything you were saying was so funny.
Yeah, it was a fun episode. I wrote that down because I was going to ask you, how you put those shows together. Because I would feel the same way. Oh no, what if 4 people don't talk, or what if somebody bounces out at the last minute? And so it's nice when everything goes well. And everyone that I know personally that watched it loved the episode. So it was fun. Great.
Yeah, they're fun. And I think Frank gave me the idea to do that. And it's good. It's it's just something, a little extra content. Obviously, it's fluffy. It's the pressure is not on any one person to make the show happen.
Right.
And
yeah, I like that format.
Yeah.
That's a good format because, stuff, you go into shit and then shit dies down and somebody throws out another Never Have I Ever,
Yeah.
And it's easy and fun to listen to, too.
My favorite moments, Jim, were when you would throw something out and then everybody would go quiet. Would be like, what the fuck? Like I actually have it isolated. I'm gonna probably post it as soon as we're done. Like it's the time when you were talking about, you know, when you jerk off with soap and then your dick bleeds and everyone was like really went silent. And even Pinky. Alexis Fox, like professional, like 20-year veteran porn star, was like, I could tell she was thinking like, damn, from a medical perspective, that does not sound right. Like she had genuine concern in her face.
Pinky, go ahead.
Go ahead now.
Do you not agree? Do you not know what I'm talking about?
Oh, with the bleeding, the only time it's ever happened to me is like on a cocaine binge, you know, where you go like multiple times. You know, so like that's the only time that's ever happened.
What is it? Why? Because you like jacking off like a jackrabbit, like fucking crazy.
Yeah, because you just and then you do it again and again, like you know, when you first start doing cocaine, like at 18, and then you know how you don't. There's no women around. Whatever. Yeah, that's the only time that's ever happened. But as far as like being in the shower, no. Like,
yeah. Well,
I don't know.
It gets raw. It's science at the end of the day, really.
I would hope so. Are you building like calluses on it, or?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Got to get in control of that.
We had the best time on your boat the other day.
Oh no, it's not my boat.
I was jealous. I saw those pictures because Chrissy, you were talking about it on Twitter, and I was like, oh, yeah, I want to join on the boat too. And then what? An hour or two later, you were on the boat. I was like,
I was thinking it was not going to happen because I was like, yeah, we're picking up my boyfriend's son. Like, you know, it's their Father's Day weekend. This should be like a nice time. Not like with these two fucking borderline fags, like going back and forth. No, I'm kidding. You guys are great.
Borderline?
Yeah, Rita's sure.
We were just like, oh, it's like, you know, I think I was like worried. I was like, okay, you guys are going to like be weird. I mean, you were definitely weird. Like he definitely went and you guys are definitely making jokes about like Epstein Island, but it was, you know, everything was out of earshot. It was great.
Yeah. We had a kid in the cargo hold that was locked in from the outside. I mean,
how could you not make it? The funny thing is I can just imagine that's the exact kind of jokes you would hear going on a boat with you two.
It's so funny. And then I'm taking pictures and stuff, and then like there was like 3 pictures in a row where like those two guys are laughing, but that was right after they're like, oh, should we pose with this rope like for Juneteenth? And then they were God, they're like, no, that's a bad idea. I'm like, yeah, that's a very bad idea. Do not pose with any kind of rope.
Yeah, Jim, look, we've already lost Dominic. We don't need to lose any more of the Twitter supporters right now.
What happened to Dominic?
Yeah, that was close.
I don't know. He didn't say anything that bad. He went on a rant. I forgot who he was ranting to. Somebody tweeted it to me. It was weird. He didn't say anything like derogatory. That was the thing. And it was right after the whole report that came out with Brian and stuff. So I think that some fans that don't like the show got on and just reported a shit ton of tweets probably and just kicked him.
Oh, wow.
But now it's been almost a week. It's like, how long is he going to be gone? You figured he would have made a fake account by now to reach out because everybody's worried about him.
Yeah, I think Twitter jail usually lasts about a week or so. However, you know, Bowen Yang shut down his account.
Really?
It may or may not have been because of Compound Media fans. I'll never know. But I know that after he tweeted about me and I put it in my this was right after the Kung Flu fighting video, and I was getting shit from the whole Asian community for like the better part of a month. And I don't know how I found it. Maybe somebody sent it to me, but Bowen Yang just tweeted like, nobody in the New York comedy scene respects Chrissie Mayr. And I made it my Twitter background, and then and I don't know what else he tweeted, you know, but I just know that like a couple hours later, the Bowen Yang Twitter was nowhere to be found for like a good maybe 3 weeks or something.
So do you think he was kicked, or do you think he went into hiding?
He still hasn't even deleted the tweet.
You think he just went into hiding for a while because like he may have gotten some threats from some of the Compound guys? Or
and I was like, is this because of little old me? You know, like what he said about me wasn't even fucking bad. You know, who gives a shit? Yeah. But I was like, I wonder if he was harassed. I'll never know. People seem to think that I love to fucking sick my fans on people who disagree with me.
Well, I mean, you're part of the Compound world, and those guys are loyal.
Yeah, interject. So. Frank is here. He wants to interject.
Frank, what's up?
No, she absolutely. I'm not taking a shit, by the way.
No,
be all right.
He got absolutely trolled after she posted it. I was just looking at it like today,
Really?
It's like 100, 200 comments attacking him for being a token hire, all that stuff, and he just completely melted down.
Is it because he was kind of selling out by because he was always kind of running on the platform of being a nice guy, and then he came out with an attack like that, you know?
Came out with an attack, and Compound fans and Chrissie fans like went nuts on this guy. And
Good.
I think like two people commented on his behalf, and it was like 100, 200. It's still up. Like if you go to Bowen's thing and type in Bowen Yang Chrissie, it'll come up immediately. It's
good.
Yeah, he gets wrecked.
I'm going to start retweeting it. I'm going to let it die down and then just start retweeting it and rehash it again. You know?
You should. It's funny.
That's good.
I'm going to go. Goodbye. Bye, Ski Mask.
Right. It's nice to have fans.
He's a big friend of the show.
I know. Yeah, we've talked back and forth a few times.
He's a big fan. He loves what you're doing because he's thought for a very long time that exactly what you're doing has like been a very necessary thing, like to have a comedy gossip show.
Right.
So,
I mean, I've always been into it because that's why I was like, I love the comedy scene because I've never been a fan of the TV. So I started listening to the radio a long time ago, and the drama that I would hear coming through my headphones while I was working just made my day, you know, and I could just like, the day would go by. And so I was like, fuck it. I know everything about it. Let's go. Let's hash some of this stuff out. I want answers too.
Pinky, you're like the soup of comedy.
Very soupy.
Right, right.
Very soupy.
Right, and we're not going to bounce around either. We're going to name the names. I think Kevin just tweeted about what was it, 2 hours ago? He says Kevin's looking for dirt on Gary Goldman. So if you have anything, DM Kevin Brennan if you have any dirt on Gary Goldman.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said if anybody has any dirt on Gary Goldman, DM me. And so I think he opened up his DM. So I'll release this episode.
I don't have any dirt. I have one interaction, but it's not like dirt.
Is it bad? Like, was he an asshole?
No, it's actually I think he said, oh, God. I mean, now I'm gonna be one of those.
He's a good-looking boy, right? He's a good-looking boy.
Just talking about the one time they interacted with the person.
I know, but half of those are lies, right? Or are these girls really?
I think he said it wasn't not flirty. It definitely was like kind of gently flirty. It was something like congrats on looking just as good as your profile picture or something like that.
What?
Or like, I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Wow,
But
yeah.
it wasn't
Womanizer.
like
Shut him down.
Oh, that sounds like a really creepy thing to say.
Real womanizer.
It's pretty typical. I don't know. I mean,
Really?
actually, I didn't expect it from him because he's like above me or whatever. But this was so long ago. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
Shut him down. Shut him down.
No, it does not shut him down. He's a nice man.
Shut up. Hey, big news is dropping tomorrow. Gary Goldman is done. No, I really think everybody should, stay focused on the news that's breaking in LA because, New York comedy scene was getting trashed for so long and LA was just getting away with shit. So it's nice to finally see him taking a hit. I don't condone any of the stuff that's going on.
What do you mean? Who's getting trashed in New York?
Well, I mean, people were more focused on it. Like, it just seems like out in LA, people were able to get away with more. No one was really
because they're shiny in Hollywood.
Yeah, nobody was really on their heels about everything they said, what they were releasing. It kind of felt like they just had free roam. So it's nice to finally see them taking a beating over there, and not in a way because I don't like comics. I don't like comics going down at all. Just in general, as the whole area, it's like focus over there for a while and lay off the rest. So.
Well, I think Jeff. I don't know. I just recorded my podcast for Wet Spot that'll be out tomorrow, and we talked a lot about the D'Elia thing, but also about Jeff Ross.
Right. So you got dirt on Jeff Ross, or
what?
What is your viewpoints on the Jeff Ross thing?
Whew, I mean, there is a Facebook page called I Was 13, He Was 37 or 33.
13. Now that's a low
I was 13,
number.
He was 33. This woman, Jessica Radkin or something like that, she goes over like in depth basically how she had a relationship with Jeff Ross from the time she was 15 working at the Boston Comedy Club till she was 18.
Oh, yeah, I saw some of that.
And they were like full on dating and love. She went to all these Friar Club roasts. She has all these like printed out photos.
Oh, there is photos.
Yeah, she showed them during this. There's this video on the Facebook page. And she goes in chronological order, showing the pictures, showing the back of the pictures, make sure they're legit.
Yeah.
And she shows her old Friars Club ticket stubs.
Wow.
Yeah, and so my guest was Sovereign Sire, who's a porn star and a comic, and also Chloe LeBranch. And we talked about like, oh, there's been so much news about Dalia, and like just one article about Jeff Ross, which I saw yesterday.
Yeah, because they're still. Go ahead.
Sovereign seems to think that, like, she's like, well, I write too, so what this could mean is that there's an even bigger story brewing.
Yeah.
And there might about to be like a fucking career-ending bombshell type shit about to come out.
So the messed up part about it is as soon as I started looking into this whole thing, Jeff Ross is one of the guys that I could see doing this. You know, some of the other ones I'm like, I don't know. And I'm on the edge of believing it, not believing it. Jeff Ross, I'm like, yeah, sure, you know.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, look at not only that, but he's also
he has no eyebrows
and all that.
Yeah.
Isn't he a cancer survivor?
He's a thumb with no nails.
The only thing I can see is you know, they keep promoting that show that he's going to be on coming up. What is that? The brackets?
Oh, yeah, the TLC.
That's all I'm seeing. So
yes.
What, are they trying to keep it quiet so they can still show this
probably
series that they probably spent a lot of money on?
Very, very well connected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that. I mean, he gets on anything he wants. I remember over the wintertime during the, you know, COVID or before that, they released some commercial on him. He was doing a commercial on Comedy Central or something. It wasn't. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is? I don't know. I just think there's better guys out there to be doing what he's doing, and he just seems like a creep show. What do you want?
Do you think he's overrated?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, number one, I don't like cocky comics. I never have. His is it's just overbearing to the point. It's like, shut up. And every time I hear, you know, stories about him, it's always about him being a fucking asshole. So it's like I could see him just going out and thinking, you know, cocky like and picking up 13-year-old girls. I see it. Whatever. Ski Mask says it here. It's happened. That was my rant. So yeah, whatever. Hate on it all you want.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what happens in like the next few weeks. And like, you know, I think ultimately Dalia will be okay because we have a lot of just screenshots. I mean, I think like I tweeted it, like all we know is that he fucking struck out a ton. Because it's a lot of screenshots of him trying.
Yeah.
Not a lot of shit actually happening. A lot of girls going, yeah, I never went to his hotel room. Yeah, I never talked to him again.
That's why I like your list. That's why I like that funny thing you put out this morning. Because it seems like Chris Daly could be that type of guy. You know, he goes on stage and murders, but then when he's not doing comedy, he's probably very insecure. And when he's texting these girls, it's
all comics are insecure. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's a reason, and I think for you to get to the professional stand-up level, it's like you have to have a certain cocktail of qualities that also totally align with, like, you know, it's very likely you could be a sex addict. It's very likely, like, you know, you haven't chosen a stable lifestyle for yourself. It's very likely that you're also going to be really lacking in judgment when it comes to, you know, who
I mean,
you're
it makes
making
sense.
passes on.
It makes sense. It really does. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I like it. Let's see. Hey, Chrissy, I got to ask you something. Are you friends with Flutzy?
We're not friends, no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What is the deal with her? She keeps hopping in my DMs trying to find out who I am.
What? Really? Why?
I don't know. She
talk about her on an episode or something?
Well, we had that one with the one with Barry Ribs that you were on.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
mentioned,
but then the fans took over it and made it, you know, into something bigger than it really was. But that was weeks ago. That was 2-3 weeks ago at this point. And so
maybe she's a little slow on the uptick. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, dang it! I deleted part of it, but she says
that must make you feel so good that people are finding about. Like, I feel like isn't this a relatively new show for you? Like, and people are finding out about it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it worth it, I guess. I don't know. Like, I spent a lot of time building the studio, and I've had all this shit for years. I always told myself when I was, you know, a really heavy drinker, I would never do it drinking because it would just be a total disaster. Nobody would watch. And so after I got done with the stages that you go through getting sober, where you wake up in the morning and you don't feel so not as insecure as you normally do, I was like, all right, I can launch it. Because I used to post funny clips, you know, on social media and stuff. And
What stage of AA is wearing a ski mask on your head?
I don't know. I'm thinking about implementing it into all meetings. No, I've never been to a meeting. I don't know.
Okay.
That would be great, though. I should probably read into that. Flutzy says, "Oh, cool. What's your Instagram?" Because she asked who I was, and I was like, I'm not on Instagram at the moment. Only my personal account. And she said, "Cool. Let's exchange. What's your handle?" And I never messaged back. I'm like, "What are you getting at here?" Because she asked.
She came out of nowhere with just, "Hey, cool."
Yeah. Well, she messed. I deleted part of it, but I remember what it said now. She said, "Hey, who are you really?" And I said, "A comic from Texas." And she was like, "Oh, cool. What's your Instagram?" And I was like, "Why? You want to do the show?" And then she said it again. I'm like, "I'm not on Instagram at the moment." That's when I didn't have the account. Just my personal. Cool. Let's exchange. Like she really wants to exchange. First of all, she's not even following me on Twitter. What, she think I'm dumb? Like just gonna give it out. So for some reason, she's got something going on. We're trying to figure out who I am, and I'm not trying to hide. So I'm like, if you just, if you spent a little bit of time going back and listening to some episodes, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. So.
Interesting.
I don't know what her deal is with that.
Wow.
I never trashed her. Some of the fans did. There was one guy. It was this TJ. He put out a tweet that made me laugh so hard. Something because she tweeted there was helicopters flying over her apartment, and TJ said you might want to sleep on your side or your nose is going to get cut off.
Oh my God, that's funny. You know what it probably is? She might be upset that stirred up the whole issue of her thinking I stole.
But that wasn't me.
Idea
that was a caller.
Her.
That was a caller. He had messaged me.
She's mad. She's mad about that.
He DM'd me. He said, "Hey, I'd like to call into the show on the live Barry Ribs episode." And I was like, "Sure, go ahead." And I knew ahead of time what he was going to talk about. But then again, I had 6 other callers, and I can't tell the difference who's coming in and not. I can't read the numbers.
Yeah.
And so he came in and he started talking about it. And he didn't really trash her. But after the episode came out, some of the fans kept tweeting her, wanting her to come on my show, which I don't know why she wouldn't do the show. Come on, say this full story. What happened?
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's funny that I didn't hear that she had the same idea until after the show was picked up. And I actually
that's typical, right?
Yeah.
After that episode, I went back through our Twitter DMs, and it was just really interesting because it was like, "Oh, well, I pitched this idea before," and then she was like, "Well, I should really be your co-host because that would be great because then it could be like girl power."
So it was she was over the top about
overly trying to be my co-host. And I'm like, yeah, that's not really the format. That's not really what I'm doing.
Weird.
But also not bringing anything to the table either, not offering up anything really other than being
not bringing anything to the show. So she's just basically like, "Oh, hey, I'm Flutzy. Let me be your co-host."
It kind of
right.
The messages kind of read like that, and I feel like I'm skeptical of her because and then even since this quarantine, I've invited her to do the Zoom Never Have I Ever at least twice, and
you won't even do that.
She won't even do that.
Oh, and, boy. Something's going on. She's mad.
So it's
about
what?
Something.
Are we friends? Are we not friends? Do you not want anything to do with me? Or are we cool? Are we not? But apparently, you still seem to think she either thinks that I straight up knew her idea and stole it from her directly, or what? She thinks she gave the idea to Keith and E-Rock, and then they then gave it to me.
Look, somebody said it out there the other day. Anybody could have that idea, but it takes somebody that's funny and knows how to run a show to execute it, and that's exactly what you did. So she could have had the idea for 10 years, but never got it done, right? I mean, come on.
And then she was talking about, well, I'm going to do a pilot. I'm going to do this. I was like, good, you should do a pilot. And then
look, anybody
that's never seen a pilot.
I can't stand that about you comics out there who say you're going to do this and do that and do this and do that. Work behind the scenes and then be like, hey, I have this, and release it.
It looks so much better to just quietly
just whoa, what is this out of nowhere? Nobody wants to know the step-by-step process you're going through to get it done or talking about it wherever you're at. Just fucking do it.
I don't do that just because I don't want to be fucking humiliated, because I'm sometimes, I used to be a non-starter. I would talk a big game and have goals, but it's I would rather not embarrass myself by putting it out there and then not following through. I'd rather just work real hard, and then the work can show, I don't know, speak for itself, whatever.
Right. I know the feeling. Comedy club here. I went on a big rant last night about it. At the club. I'm done
At
with
the
that
club.
place. Yeah. But next week, see, he doesn't listen to the show. He doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know how to run a show. It's so ridiculous. I called him 2 weeks ago. I said, hey, I'm going to come up. I got this act I want to practice because I may be doing a club in Austin later in the year where, I'm going to go up 15 minutes as myself and then disappear in the back of the club, come back after he does some jokes as Ski Mask host and just completely tear apart the set before me, which I've done a little bit before, but I wanted to officially do it with all the shit I had compiled from quarantine. But I called him yesterday before the show, and I said, "Hey, I'm coming up there. Here's what I'd like you to do." He's like, "No, all the comics are just doing 5 minutes, only 5 minutes tonight." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, we got a surprise headliner coming in from Dallas. Surprise headliner. We're not going to release it. It's a new thing we're doing where we're not going to release the name of the headliner." I was like, Rando, we live in a town with 200,000 people. It doesn't matter if you release the fucking name or not. Nobody's going to know who it is. I was like, well, you're paying this guy $300 to come from Dallas, a headliner. No, Rando, he's a club comic. Nobody's driving 2.5 hours, to do a 20-seater room. 20 seats he has, like metal chairs. Place blow. So I went in there last night because it's shaped like a hallway. You know what? I'll post a clip of me doing stand-up there that I took last night. And I went in there and I was just trashing it. I was like, dude, I mean, look at this place. 3 months after quarantine and you didn't do anything new to the club.
That's funny. That's going to be really telling to see like what these clubs have done to improve.
Nothing. It was worse than left. The toilet was still stopped up.
No excuse.
None. So anyways, yeah. So it pissed me off because I promoted the fucking show on my Instagram and a bunch of my friends were going to come out. And so then I had to put out another piece like, don't come, don't save your money and all that. Because nobody's going to see this headliner guy. They're going to see me.
Who's the headliner? Anybody we know?
No. You don't understand. These aren't real headliner guys. This is
I know.
Yeah. Are they middles?
I don't even downtown Tony Brown.
No.
I said it. Okay. You go check it out and tell me if you think it's good.
Downtown.
We'll leave it at that. So anyways.
They couldn't get uptown Tony Brown?
No. He was busy. He had a Netflix special coming out, so he was kind of waiting on the edge of the seat for that. No, but it's so dumb because there's me and 3 other people in the town that do comedy there that every time he has a headliner, even the crowd says, like, why did we even wait and watch the headliner for 45 minutes? 45 minutes it gives these headliner guys. Headliners. I'm tired of saying that. I'm tired of the fucking place.
This is after a mic?
What do you mean?
This 45-minute person will perform after what? How many people?
Yeah. Me, 5 last night. So yeah.
That's not okay.
Normally we do our time. The guy that goes up first, he does like maybe 2 minutes, and it's just it's so bad. If somebody were to film me in here, I'd be done.
The first time Jeremy Piven ever headlined, I actually was there doing a guest spot. So I was out of town. I was in Naples, Florida. This was a couple of years ago. There were 5 of us openers, but still, Piven was like marquee headliner. He did 18 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Was that the one with Dave Landau?
No, I got to know him, and then I later learned that like that was his first time headlining, and he only had 18 minutes, and he got to have his name on the thing.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah.
The thing with Landau happened like just last year.
What was that?
That's right.
When was that Piven show? September? It was September 2019. Where like I was hosting / featuring for Piven at White Frank's Club, and I guess it was the last show. Piven was just like, I'm tired. I was shooting all morning. And then he had kind of been asking about Landau. Like, I guess he had talked to Landau, like, oh, so what do you feature? Landau's like, no, I'm a headliner. And then Piven just decides to cut Landau.
I remember that. Yeah.
After the guest spot, which was Alan Fuchs, whatever name he's going by now. And I'm about to call Landau to the stage. Landau's walking towards me. Alan's wrapping up, and Dave's like, yeah, he just wants you to bring him right up. I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, yep. I was like, what? And if I could go back in time, I'd be like, fuck Piven. I'm just going to bring up Landau because you don't get to cut a fucking feature feature.
Landau's
You know,
a killer. Yeah.
He still had to be. First of all, he's amazing. Second of all, like, that's not your choice as a headliner. That guy still had to get paid, and he came all the way out, and that to me just like screams of the fucking privilege of getting to just snap your fingers and be in stand up, and instead of having to like grind it out for 10 years and learn. That's one of those things you just learn that you don't do.
Right, exactly. You know what? I actually won some money on some scratch off tickets earlier, so I'm having Jeremy Piven on tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, did you guys not see that? He's charging.
Are you serious?
He's charging $10,000 for 10 minutes on Zoom.
Are you serious? Oh, are you doing it?
No. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that ridiculous?
Right.
I thought you did for a second.
What is that? $10,000 for 10 minutes? That's what he's charging?
Dude, he's awful.
That is crazy.
How many stories do you hear on all different people talking about it?
That's now my favorite activity. Is collecting Jeremy Piven horror stories.
Please, can we have a fan out there just collect or even you, Chrissy, collect every story you have. I'll compile it and I'll put out a hit piece. It'll be great.
I'll make just a Twitter account.
Yeah, take him down. Take Jeremy Piven down.
Every single person I talk to, because like you tell them your horror story, and I had like. He was also really condescending to me too. I don't know if I've told this story already, or if you're sick of hearing it, like let me know and I'll move on. But like, it was like this was one of the shows. So the first night, you know, I'm explaining to him like how the fucking microphone works, showing him the green room, shit like that. And I'm like, look, this microphone is wireless. It's very easy to turn yourself off. Here's the switch. Just be wary of it. So he gets up. 2 minutes into his act, he turns off his microphone, taps it. Oh no, what? He drops the microphone and yells, what? I don't need a microphone. I'm a stage actor. And then like, and then as the host, I'm fucking shitting my pants going, oh no, is he about to do his whole set with no microphone?
Oh, I bet you were melting.
So I sort of like sneak up, and I feel like a huge sense of responsibility when I'm the host of a show. I just like need everyone to have a good time. So I also feel like, oh God, the fucking house is on fire. So I sort of creep up to the stage. I creep down in front of the stage, you know, in front of the audience, like not visible. I sort of like turn the mic on. I bump it, like tap, 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 you know, hand it back up to him. He takes it. He talks into it. The crowd laughs, like hysterically. Got a huge laugh, and then he continues on with the rest of his set. So the second night, the same thing happened. And I was like, is this a thing we're doing? So I do the same thing. Tap, 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 hand it up to him, gets a huge laugh. The third night, I'm having him sign some headshots for the club. And I had brought a girl in that worked there because she wanted to meet him and get a picture. And I was like, sure, come with me. Like, don't feel weird. I'll help you get a picture. And so he's in this green room with his driver, me, this other girl, maybe one more person. And he was like, hey, can you just let me get through that bit without you fucking it up? You know, the one where I dropped the microphone. And I was like, I was fucking mortified because I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought that was a thing we were doing. And then you know, then he looked at me and he's like, look, you got me coffee. That was good. He kind of tapped me on the shoulder like
really, a child?
Like, condescendingly. Yeah, because when he first got there, I was trying to be fucking Holly hostess. And I was like, do you need anything? Like, this is a real comedy club. I don't know if you're familiar, you know. And he was like, I really need some iced coffee. I'm like, okay, this is an Italian restaurant. I don't know if they make that, but I'll try. Boy. So I fucking walk to the kitchen. I tell these guys to make Jeremy Piven an iced fucking latte. And then I bring it to him on stage like 2 nights in a row. So this third night is when, you know, I apparently am fucking up his set by turning on the microphone again for him. And then he's like, you got me coffee. That was good. And I felt so mortified.
What?
And I like walk out of the room and then I just like walk back to the area and I just like started to cry because I felt like such an asshole and I just felt dumb. And then like Frank came over and he was like, did he fucking touch you? You know what I mean? Kevin has all these allegations. And I was like, no. I just felt really dumb.
Can somebody make the allegations come to life?
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck. What?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to.
Fuck it.
Who's putting up with that kind of behavior at a comedy club from him?
And then he was like, he ultimately ended up being like kind of a dick to the other people at the club.
I'm sure he was a dick to everybody. Just he's already being a dick to you.
He was like, where's my money? And then
God, good God.
Ugh.
And then Frank was like, I'm not going to work him here ever again. Like, yeah, he sold out 3 shows, but he was a dick to everyone. So,
girl. Somebody take him down. Like, I'm tired of hearing his name. When I read that tweet, $10,000 for 10 minutes, made me sick to my stomach that people out there exist.
I was rooting for him. I really wanted him to be a real boy, a real comedian.
I think even Tim Dillon said something about it on one of his last podcasts.
Was he trashing him?
Yeah, just same kind of thing. Like,
good. Keep it up.
But I've heard of multiple places the same kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's plenty of other comics.
And Chrissie said, he didn't work for it. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's comics out there who are hilarious that have worked, have seen, who will, people will pay to see. Why have a guy like that in there?
That's the thing is, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be on stage. He has a huge following still, and you know what, like,
that's why.
That's how business is. Like, clubs want to be full. He wants to perform. I'm okay with that happening, but like, I'm not okay with you at least trying to like learn the fucking do's and don'ts and treat people with basic respect, especially your fucking host who's been bending over backwards all weekend.
Right. Bring your own fucking coffee, Jeremy.
Bring your own fucking coffee.
Ridiculous. Bring your ice too.
He wants more than anything to be thought of he wants to be thought of as a real comedian above it. He doesn't want to be thought of as one of these draw bookings.
Ugh. Do you think he writes his own jokes?
Unfortunately, that's what he is. Can he also be a good comedian? Of course, but like you're coming from that place of being a draw.
Is he writing his own jokes? Be honest.
No.
Exactly. Fuck him.
That was another story I learned is like, my buddy.
Look, guys like that. Well, I mean, what has he been through in his life that's fucked him up? Where's he getting his material?
Losing his hair? That's very traumatizing. Getting hair
sure
plugs.
It is. Yeah, maybe, but most people can't afford hair plugs, so they go on stage to talk about it. Brian McCarthy has hair plugs.
I wanted to like him so bad until he made me feel like shit.
I don't know. There are rumors circling around. I think Joe Exotic and a few of the other guys keep zooming in on his hairpiece because it's really, I mean, it's doing something. So if it is a hairpiece, it's looking good. So
I know it's hack at this point, but
what?
The spiral, I love. I just can't get enough. The spiral is just fun to watch.
Well, I mean, okay, so he got a new car. Who's driving it? What is that?
He got a new car.
Yeah, he's going to release the episode on his Patreon of his new car.
Who?
Brian McCarthy.
I did the Chad. I did the Chad challenge, and I left his and joined Chad's.
What's
did.
The Chad challenge?
I did.
Chad challenge is you leave Brian P. McCarthy's Patreon and join Chad's. Chad. That's a total Chad challenge kind of thing to do. So, all right, good. So we got one confirmed.
It's a big $3 swing, boy.
Big $3. Speaking of Chad, he put out a tweet earlier, Jim, where we were talking a little bit about before the show.
Boy, he's been a wild boy.
Yeah, he's been a wild boy on Twitter. But I don't understand this tweet because
all over the place.
There's only one thing that can happen with a tweet like this. You have to abide by it. So it starts like this. I absolutely kill it on Kevin Brennan's podcast for tomorrow. Like, how do you know that until somebody has seen it? So now everybody that's read that tweet and listens to the episode is going to be toning in on every word. So why even? I don't know. I call out all of the Hollywood phony comics. I am raging against the machine. I hashtagged canceled myself because you assholes couldn't do it properly. I don't give a shit anymore. Anarchy. Let's go. Punk rock rules. Come on.
That's a lot of different things.
Yeah. I mean, I get it if he's doing it for the joke, but
right.
But
I agree with you. I probably agree with you in that. I give the benefit of the doubt. But if not, that's like something you let somebody else say about you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't say all the real anarchy guys, they don't have the anarchy tattoos. They're not going out, saying they're a part of it or whatever. And to start it with, I absolutely kill it on Kevin Brennan's podcast tomorrow. Every fan is going to be toned in.
You don't know that yet, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's heard it. So I don't know. I like Chad a lot, but this tweet disturbs me. It does. Right, and he's probably
It's all
gonna
over the place.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
He does so good, and then he fucking.
I know
you
it,
can
man.
say like I had a good feel. I had a great time doing this pod. Tune
Yeah.
in.
I'll tell you what.
Less conceited.
He's not good at Twitter. Sorry, he's not good at Twitter.
Yeah, I agree with Jim. I think Chad should tone it down on Twitter.
He keeps trying to help him, and he's
come on, man. He's got a good thing going.
Consistent.
He's got a good thing going over there in Florida. He's working a club there. So why? I mean, Twitter is only going to do one thing. It's going to get you in trouble if you're tweeting like that. It's never going to do anything good. So why do it like that? I mean, why go on the tweets? Yeah, he does. Speaking of deleted tweets,
not good.
Jim Stancil.
What happened?
I heard some rumors here lately that you're not a very big fan of this Artie Klein. He's deleting a lot of his tweets.
Oh, I didn't know about him deleting tweets.
Yeah, he's deleted all of his tweets, and somebody messaged me on Twitter and said that you didn't like the shit that Artie Klein was saying about Kevin's show because he's kind of all over the place. Because he was like tweeting out the most out of anybody until I launched my platform. Joe Exotic got huge, Dominic, and so Artie's now like I think he's backtracking on some of his original statements is what some of the fans are saying. But anyways, they said that you were having a little beef with that, some of his tweets.
No, Artie Klein, I don't know. I have no problem with Artie Klein, but he's a weird bird.
Oh yeah.
That dude is all over the place.
Yeah, because he'll tweet one thing and then backtrack in the next tweet.
What was it? He refused to subscribe to Compound.
Yeah,
and then he refused to do a Patreon or something, and then
yeah,
I don't know.
It's like I don't know. I don't
classic. He's an OG at the end of the day, but he's
no. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's an OG. That's what I mean. Like, I wish he would stay on the path.
I don't know what the fuck. And then there's like beautiful pictures of a desert mixed in.
Right. Yeah, those are good pictures, Artie. Keep those coming. Put some Silk City hot sauce in front of them too. I love those guys. They're great. I just did a half of $100 order yesterday. Did you?
$52.
I got 1.5 bottles left. I just shipped them a bag full of some ghost peppers that I grew. So they're gonna do something with that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So we'll see what those guys can do. Let's see what else I had here. So I don't know. What did you guys think about? Where does Gino Bisconti lie in all of this drama that's going on lately?
He's like a live and let live guy.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. I love Gino. It's just like he just slides by. I love it. He's the best.
Yeah, I really admire his degree of not giving a fuck, about what people think of him.
Jim, some of the fans, you don't have to get into it or anything.
Ooh.
They want to know what you do for work. Have you mentioned it? Like, what is your?
Yeah, we talked about it.
You don't have to say exactly what it is,
Yeah, no, I manage a store.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh.
I manage a medium to large size retail store.
I like it. Do you get to fire people?
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a rundown. Give us a rundown of a firing you've done.
Hiring, firing. I'm trying to think of some good ones.
Is it closed?
Oh, I had this one guy in my first story. He's like, "You can't work for this man."
That's what he said about you?
He told that to my boss. My boss just looked at me like I was trying not to laugh during that. He sat in with me when we were lettering. You can't.
Wait, do you sell like women's clothes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Can you give me a deal? I don't care. Well, it depends where it is. But tell me, maybe DM me later.
It's shitty Rangers clothing. You don't want that. You want the Islanders stuff.
Oh, it's sports stuff? Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Sports are whack.
I thought like maybe you worked at, I don't know, anthropology or something.
Yeah. No. Or the Hot Topic.
How dare you?
Yeah, like the black and white store.
I'm a manager at Spencer's.
I can see you working
and Taylor Loft.
Yeah, Foot Locker. Yeah. You work the Jordan section.
Got a painted skin. Paint your own skateboard.
I work at Lowe's. I sell all the wood.
Oh boy, no! Lowe's and Home Depot are the worst places to work. Everybody says
they are.
Why?
For retail, it's just like it's like if you had a barrel full of like sediment for years, and then you scrape the bottom of it. People grew out of it, And then you hired them and had them tell you where lumber was.
Not only that,
it's to work with them and manage them.
I go in there often because of my day job, and it's so funny watching, like, I guess not exactly older people, but even young people too, start asking the employees there, like, how to properly wire something or how to do a paint job. They're just selling the product. They have no fucking idea how to do it.
That's what the Home Depot commercials make it seem like, that they're fucking experts.
Why would they be an expert and work at a department store? If they were experts, wouldn't they be out on the job getting paid like, $50 an hour to get it done?
I don't know, but we've all been misled.
Yeah. They don't know what they're talking about.
Let's burn it down. Burn it down.
I like Home Depot. I get birdseed from there, and I like their plants. They have very good plants. Yeah,
I think the Lowe's here in town has better plants than the Home Depot does. But the Home Depot has really stepped up their game in the selection lately. I like it. Wow. If I have any listeners left, I'm sorry. Hey, I got Berry Ribs. I'm announcing Berry Ribs, another live show this Friday. Jim, you want in on it?
Where?
Right here, right now.
Friday.
This Friday.
Like one of these. But imagine me as Berry Ribs.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll make it work.
You want to do it?
Why not?
What time did we confirm?
I might be in some kind of state, but I'll.
No, get fucked up. That'd be great. Chrissy, you can join too.
Got a big round of golf. Friday.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. this Friday, live on YouTube. I hope my stuff works.
I'll be ripe.
Well, I didn't pay my. I just remembered just now. I didn't pay my internet bill, so hopefully it won't be cut off by then because I'm not gonna pay it until next month. So that'll be good. We'll figure it out.
Fuck the man.
Yeah, fuck them. We'll figure it out.
Fuck them.
Yeah. I'm gonna charge us. They overcharged me. I'm not paying it.
Telling me you got the Chinese virus and you couldn't pay it.
Well, I told them I had a bat, to eat last night. How are things up there in the north? Are they closing everything again?
The north.
No, they're like slowly. Like the restaurants up by me in Westchester are like doing. They're creating an outdoor space even if they don't have it. Like they're creating curbside seating even if they don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Connecticut, you can eat inside, just it's limited stuff.
Right. I like it.
Fuck this.
No, it fucking blows, man. When I was in Galveston last weekend doing some shows or whatever, you couldn't get anything to eat after 8 p.m. And I don't normally eat till like 2 a.m. So we're just driving around, and the two fast food things on the island had about 50 cars in the lines. So that was Friday night, and then we went by the Waffle House, and they had like bug screens, tailored off in between the booths. I'm like, I'm not fucking going in there. It looks weird.
Right, that's the thing. I'm not.
So I was like, you know what? Let's go to the Walgreens. We'll get some chips and we'll call it a night. Well, Saturday, I was like, there's got to be something else. So of course, the Taco Bell and the Whataburger, which is like a burger joint here in Texas, had like 50 cars, and then the same thing at the Waffle House. And I was like, let's go to the hood, dude. So, because I used to live in Galveston or whatever. So we drove down the hood and driving around. I was like, there it is. He was like, what? My little brother. I was like, over there. Just lit up fucking taco truck, no line, beautiful, greatest thing ever. Okay, awesome. So we need guys like that out here. Fuck, I don't know where I'm going with this. Chrissy, we need help.
No, I like that. I like that. That's what you do. Anything but fuck lines.
Fuck, I hate lines. I can't stand them.
I hate lines. I refuse it. I don't give a fuck.
I sometimes like a line.
I will drive 20 minutes longer to not wait in a line.
Yeah.
Wait in a line.
Yeah. I can't.
ADHD.
No, yeah, I don't. Well, first of all,
I think all lines matter, which is a controversial stance.
It really is, because I was doing a couple lines at the strip club one time, and they had a problem.
Here we go.
Oh boy, party boy.
Not anymore. I've since retired. For the most part, I don't know. Whatever. Chrissy, we need help.
You do need help.
Last time I had Stancil, Aunt Mead on my show. I was trying to get Bob Levy as well. I was on the show, of course. We all got dumped in the same week about the first. It was the first.
No.
It was like the first week of summer. Is this a phenomenon with ladies out there? Because I had a great thing going.
I don't know.
All of us. Me, Bob Levy.
I was about to say I've never dumped anybody, but like I
haven't either.
I dumped one guy because he was a bartender, and not because he was a bartender, but because he did a lot of cocaine. And
that's the spirit.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm confusing them. This guy dumped me because he said that I was too healthy.
What?
Because I just didn't want him to do cocaine all the time.
So he turned it around. Instead of looking at his problem, he said you were too healthy. He
didn't break up with me in the summer. He broke up with me on 9/11.
in 2001.
Not the 9/11. A 9/11.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson Day. That's the
Pete
day he got his
Davidson
career.
Day.
Yeah,
Pete
yeah. It's the day
Davidson
his whole. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is he the king of Staten Island? What does it even mean? Does he even live in Staten Island?
Are you guys gonna watch his $20 million?
Don't worry about it. Just look at his
movie?
tattoos, okay?
No, I'm not.
I think it's $20 to watch it.
To watch what?
To rent
His
it,
movie.
right? It was $14.99 to rent it.
I wouldn't even watch a free
Oh.
copy. I'm gonna have to let somebody relay the information.
I'm
what
gonna wait
happened.
till somebody rips it and puts it on Reddit.
Yeah, one of the
I'll
fans.
just never watch it.
Yeah. I have better things to do. I could put another coat of polyurethane on this table. You know.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not watching it unless there's some good beef and he's naming names. Which, let's face the facts, he's not. Okay.
I didn't see very many people of color in it, so I don't. That's why.
It's not very diverse, Pete Davidson. You got to get something going there.
I did hear there was a lot of good comic cameos in it. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out.
Fuck
Shout out.
Dave.
I joined in on Louis J. Gomez's live today. He was
Oh, really?
yeah, he was live
How's that
streaming
progressing?
from
I will buy a ticket. I will buy a VIP ticket and get a plane ticket if that is official.
Well, I hope it does become official because I launched this thing way after the Skankfest submission. So any way I can get my foot in the door, whether I got to fight Louis or however you got to do it, I'll get to.
Oh wow, okay. So
fun.
this is strategic.
Yeah,
I'll
it
be
is. Yeah.
in the corner like the black guy in Rocky.
I mean, I live 2 hours from there. It could be a big thing. I know my way around. So Louis,
Good for you.
let's fight. Nah, he
You
won't.
gotta get jacked.
Well, yeah, I know. I just plan on getting my ass beat for the show.
Okay.
Fans
All right,
will
then
like
you don't have to do anything.
Exactly, because I was gonna quit smoking and start doing the whole cardio thing, but I got broken up with, so I was like, "Fuck, give me a
Oh.
pack of smokes." Listen, I don't even know.
I used to be a certified personal trainer, so we can do montages of me whipping you into shape.
That would be fantastic. Believe it or not, I used to bodybuild in high school.
Some snow.
Yeah. Sounds fantastic. Great.
My phone is on like 2%.
How much time we got left? Oh, we got 8 minutes left. All right. I mean, we can let you go.
Chrissy, tell
if
the
you want.
people where you'll be selling your bath
Yeah.
water.
Oh, I'll be selling this very bath water in
Was that
it
a
looks
tip
brown,
shot?
but it's
Hey,
because I put a bath bomb and sea salt in it.
Hey, Chrissie Mayr's boob account on Twitter. You might want to cut that clip and do something with it. Who
No, I'm trying to be really careful.
Who that one the camera shot? I don't know. He may get something there.
Oh,
Who runs that clip?
I have no idea.
No idea. Some weird birds out there. I love it.
No, there really is. Like some of those fan
I
accounts.
love the maniacs. They're great.
Well, I used to have an account. It was Kevin Brennan's hernia. That was my account.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I got banned. My brother had the one Kevin's hairline. That was my little brother. They both got banned. Mine got taken down quick.
Oh, I'm getting a battery.
That's
pack.
back when I had cirrhosis.
Look at this. Frank gave me a battery pack.
Look, Frank's coming in hot. Frank's a real MVP.
He really is. He's doing the most.
Don't throw it in the water.
I like it.
I'm trying really hard.
Hold on. Somebody actually, that reminds me. Let me go through this. Somebody had a problem with I'm not going to read it unless it's notable here. Let's see.
Read it. Name names.
Ski Mask, are people sending you, like, are you getting, people sending you gossip now? Hot gossip?
Yeah. So I said, oh, wait a second. Oh, this is more Flutie information. Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, the Joe Exotics and the fake Neil Brennans of the world are.
These guys are wild.
These guys are they need to work for the FBI.
Do
They're
they
amazing.
sleep? I mean, do they sleep? That's what I want to know.
Man, I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's call out.
Fuck Neil.
White noser, better guy. So I mean, I don't know. I could read this. I don't think it means anything. Frank, her boyfriend, constantly white knights for her and begged that guy with 1,700 YouTube subscribers to go make a video about the Chad Chrissie situation.
Wow. I remember this. Who was this?
Yeah, I don't know. Some guy with 1,700 YouTube subscribers begging Frank. Yeah, okay, he got into it with Chad.
What was the Twitter name?
What?
He's not telling me here.
Wait, he said that Frank White Knight's me?
This was a tweet. I remember this tweet.
He is literally my white knight. He's
this is
white.
a DM from a
You
fan.
say that when you're not with a person.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, he was trying to get me to talk about that. I don't even think that's relevant anymore.
Not noteworthy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was so last week.
Last week.
Brian is being hilarious on his show right now. The fans are still calling him, Jim.
Yeah. So, well.
What? Did you call him?
No, I didn't. But what are these? What is he saying on the other end? I listened to a couple of the videos, but
I could probably play the audio in the mic. It's pretty good.
Here we go. This is top-notch shit right here.
This is from Brian's Patreon.
This is why.
Oh, wait.
I thought you did the Chad challenge.
No, the Joe Exotic clips Brian's Patreon and puts it on YouTube.
Oh, no.
If you remember, I'm going to get.
To be honest, I haven't listened to Chad's or Brian's.
Can you guys hear this?
That's right. Which won't take that long. I'm getting a phone call. Of course I am.
Barely. Put it on the mic.
Oh.
High tech. Oh, there you go. It's getting
hung up. I bet it's
there you go.
Has my phone number for this show. You think? It probably is.
Yeah, could be.
Hey guys, do me a favor. I know it's fun to joke around or whatever.
Wait, go. What did he?
Stop calling me. I don't know how much
He's mad because the fans are still calling him. And that was when I first launched the show when Chad gave out his phone number on here, and they're still calling.
He didn't say my name, did he?
No.
Oh, I thought when he started, he said, "Yeah." Okay.
No, but they keep because he's even had to move his showtime
Wait,
around.
so what? He was mad. He said,
"Yeah, he's had. He no longer says.
Stop calling me."
Yeah, he's stop.
He will not call you. That's exactly why he called you.
Yeah, right. If
I
he's
got suspended one time for doing that shit. You keep calling him. It's classic.
Yeah.
So mad. Keep breaking people.
Oh, what's he?
So keep calling him. If you're listening to this, keep calling him.
That's Joe
hilarious.
Exotic, all those guys. Keep calling and get in there, get right down to business.
It. I'm not one to do it, but I support it.
No, I was normally because somebody, he had messaged me and said, "Oh, he's live right now." I said, "Well, dude, I'm working. I can't just stop."
You call this work?
Yeah, I'm just here for the chaos.
No, I don't call this work at all. I'm talking about my real day job.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Trying to get some more beef. You know what? We need to start some beef. No, I'm kidding. You guys doing shows anywhere soon? Chrissy, you got anything coming up?
No, my next road date is not until August. So I gotta book something else. I gotta rebook. I had this whole headlining tour set for March, April, May. So I gotta start rebooking some of those dates. It was Ohio. It was Laugh Boston. I gotta get on that.
Prominent places. I like it. Now we were gonna ask Aunt Mead about this, but he was a no call, no show tonight. What is it?
Wow.
Chrissy, have you been to Bill Schultz's apartment?
Big X.
No, never been.
Fuck. We're trying to see. I don't know. Somebody wanted me to ask Aunt Mead about it because Aunt Mead went there to Bill Schultz's apartment one night.
Aunt Mead's been on the inside.
He's been to more places than I have.
Really? We need some information from him. Do you think he found out that I was going to ask him that question somehow and ditched on the show?
No, I think he probably just got drunk somewhere.
I know, he's hammered. He's probably got a lady. He didn't want to.
He does. Yeah.
He didn't want to say anything too bad about it.
Probably passed out.
What could happen next this week? What's going to break next? Who's going?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Ross.
I'm looking for some new beef. I'm really hoping this West Coast, East Coast beef pops off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I live for. Need to get old KB riled up again.
Yeah.
Old times. LA Cucks.
Yeah, he was riled up. LA Cucks. LA Cucks. The LA Cucks are finally taking a hit. Did you guys see? Okay, that reminds me. Did you guys see the clip of those two comics in the red chairs crying?
No.
Oh my God, Brandon Schaub and Ryan Callen.
Is that what that was?
Yes, I saw Brandon Schaub.
Disgusting.
What was that?
Okay, do you know Brandon Schaub's
reaction to finding out about Aaliyah?
Yeah, but you're
Ryan Callen and Brandon Schaub, and I just saw this earlier today. Schaub was sobbing, And Brian's like, I just don't know what to say. I just don't know. I just don't know. And then I saw somebody put together a meme of Brian Callen saying, like, I've never gone on the road with him. I don't know. And then next to it, they put all the examples of times he's been on the road with him.
So is he taking his own self down?
What?
They're awful.
Is he taking himself down by talking about it too much and saying he wasn't appearing with him, and so that's why he's really crying because he knows he's next? That's crazy.
Okay, do you know Brendan Schaub's first time doing a set was for 3,000 people, opening for Bill Burr that Joe Rogan got him?
What?
Yeah, that's a fact. He said it himself. You could look it up. He said it himself on a pod, multiple podcasts.
That's first time on stage.
And he was like, "Oh, I was so nervous because that was my first time," and it was like, yeah. Like,
I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was nervous.
And he's not funny.
Wow,
and he's not funny. And I listen to him and he's not funny.
Full disclaimer, Jim Stancil approves this message. Brendan Schaub is not funny.
Not funny, period. Bring it on. I'll punch him right in his cauliflower ear, okay?
Ooh, cauliflower.
Let's go. I'll joke him out.
All right.
Wow. But you know what, though? It's like
Inkfest
when you're brand new,
Inkfest
you have
2020. Bury me.
You don't have any fear, and you don't know how fucking bad you are, and that's probably the best time to do a crowd of 3,000, because, you know, when you're 6 months in, you're like, oh shit, I'm nothing, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, the fact that they're crying, like, give me a fucking break.
They were crying.
No, and then the other guys screenshots that said they knew what was going on anyway, pretty much. Like, which nothing much was going on. I don't know, whatever.
I mean, it's not that
he didn't bang anybody. Whatever.
Right.
No, he just is messaging like lots of chicks and trying.
Whatever.
You know?
Yeah, he's just bored.
It's just nice to see.
Yeah.
And I'm an OG. I've said it. I've listened to every single Chris D'Elia podcast since he started.
Oh, you have?
I'm a fan of his. And,
okay.
Oh yeah, he's entertaining, but he always had a cucky side to him. But the last couple of weeks was the first time I ever didn't finish him because it was it's too much.
What was he talking about?
But he's still a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the West Coast. All right. I guess
my back's starting to hurt.
All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. You guys want to get in on that Barry Ribs on Friday night?
Maybe.
All right, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I got Stancil's in. Chrissy, let me know if you want to join that. We're gonna go live on YouTube. I'm gonna plan some other stuff out during the week to make it a big bash for Mr. Barry Ribs. It's going to be a lot of fun. He may have some things to announce, so it's going to be great. It's going to be huge.
Oh, wow. I think I know what he's going to announce. He's going to announce that he was able to get a bird to eat off his shoulder.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
I told him to do it.
Somebody posted.
You got to work up to it.
He put out a pretty funny tweet yesterday, I think it was. He said something like, people better dig up facts about me. I'm about to go famous, or before I go famous, or something like that. It was just it was good. The way he said it was funny. So go back and find that, retweet his rib rants, you know.
Yeah, Barry Ribs is the man.
Yeah, let's get him some more followers.
He's a shit.
Yeah, I like it. He's been on fire lately on Twitter. You know, he's
finally learning how to do it.
He is. Barry Ribs has been on fire lately. Artie Klein needs to bounce back on Twitter. He said, I'm more of a behind-the-scenes guy.
Bird. Artie Klein, weird bird. Let's go, Artie.
He did tweet that.
Give us some more info about you.
He tweeted that I'm better as an atom than I am in front of a microphone. So whatever that means, Artie.
Better as a what?
An atom, Adam that produces Kevin's show. He said I should be behind the scenes. Whatever that means.
My leg is bleeding.
Is it?
Your leg is bleeding?
Oh, yeah, Jim, we got to get the tour of your garage.
Ew, what happened?
Oh, you want a quick tour?
Yeah. We want to see that.
Here we go. Here it is. The
All right.
What a show this has turned into.
This is a great show.
We're going to go inside. We're going to not only see the garage, we're going to see some big surprises.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Here we go. Look at that.
What is that, McDonald's?
Look at that.
Is that like 100 chicken nuggets, Jim?
What is that?
That's 2 huge bags of McDonald's waiting.
Dang.
Did you order McDonald's during the show?
You went kayaking today.
Oh, yeah.
Jim, you were ordering McDonald's during this show?
No. Just before. Look at that bad boy. Anyway,
Dang.
so here it
What
is.
did
Here's
you
where I'll
order?
die. I mean, here's where I'm gonna live soon.
What did you get?
And then, huh?
What did you order?
Here it is.
Dang.
Oh. Let's see. Hold on. I can show you. I think.
Okay. Just got bags of insulation laying around right next to your McDonald's.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know. A lot of stuff. Anyway. Yeah.
He's
So
embarrassed.
this is it.
No,
This
don't
is,
be
some
embarrassed.
nice strong beams.
Yeah, it looks like the framework is going in
Hang
good.
some rope from there.
Yeah,
looks
you
like.
could. You could.
Looks like
I don't know
hold it.
that one in the middle. You would have to double barrel niche it like across two beams and wrap it more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I
There's
like
a
what you got
stool.
going on.
Here's the stool on a child's bike. Here's
Oh
the stool
boy.
to kick out.
No, God, what's that?
Yeah. How did you steal that bicycle, Jim?
Is that from your girlfriend?
She's being quiet.
What?
She's being quiet. She's being good. She's being quiet.
Oh, your
Who
girlfriend?
is?
The child's bike is a joke about pedophilia and kidnapping children.
Oh, she's being.
This is too soon,
She's
Stancil.
being quiet. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
For that.
I like it. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. This is a nice Sunday edition episode for you people out there. We got should have Brian McKenna coming on this week. Got Barry Ribs Friday.
Ooh, I love Brian McKenna.
Yeah, no, I've been waiting to get him on to talk about because he lives right next to Brian McCarthy. So I want to get into.
Really?
Yeah. So he's always capturing videos of Brian walking.
You gotta ask him about, and he missed the. You had to ask him. He missed the most important.
I
video.
know. The one where he's puking, right?
Wait, didn't he out him as being possibly sighted?
Yes. Are you talking about where he can see?
Yeah.
Well, what happened was he was walking across a busy roadway in Brooklyn or Park Slope or wherever it is. So, and there's a lot of traffic going on a highway like that, and he's looking just fine, like you would. And another thing somebody pointed out was he didn't have his blind stick with him or his glasses. He never showed up to Kevin's show without the blind stick and without the glasses. So I made the assumption, like, okay, have you ever gone to work one day and maybe forgotten your belt? You know, so he's making sure that he has those items every time he's making a public appearance. But somebody caught him in the wild out there without him, looking just fine, crossing the roadway with no help. So
In the wild.
In the wild. I'd like somebody to prove that, and I would also like, somehow maybe bump into him on a subway, or if he's walking, bump into him in the street and just like kind of tuffle his hair and see if it's a toupee.
Yeah,
no, his hair is real.
Definitely tussle his hair.
It looks so good. Like I gotta admit, it looks great. It's a bowl haircut. Looks all right.
Yeah, he's got good hair.
It looks like a beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, we'll wrap this up. What we do, an hour? I like it. Never Have I Ever show. Go check that out. Fun appearance, fun show. Everybody seemed to like it. It's good.
Really funny.
I like it. Jim did great. I love the angle of his camera.
Also, if you guys want to go way back into the Never Have I Ever the one of with Kumia and Chloe Branch was like one of the fucking funniest ones. Like,
really? I saw some of the Kumia
funniest
ones.
one. Yeah, Chloe got so drunk and she kept calling Anthony Tony. And she was making jokes that like they were dating. Like, I don't know. Like,
oh boy,
it was really fucking funny.
I would have loved to have been on that show.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Chloe, what's up? Listen.
Chloe's the shit. She's so funny.
Boy, it's great. Jim, enjoy that cigar. We'll talk to you Friday. Keep the Twitter game up. I'm sure there'll be news breaking this week. Keep me updated if I miss something. Sometimes I miss stuff.
Keep it lit. Keep it going.
Keep it real. Ski Mask Collective. We'll be back.